Tell Nigerians if you have found any US account linked to Jonathan. Reno Omokri blast Buhari. Reno Omokri, an ex-presidential aide to former President Goodluck Jonathan, has called on the government to publicize the outcome of the subpoena granted to investigate any U.S. account link to the ex-president Goodluck Jonathan in the $9.8 billion PNP and ID arbitration. Paul Ngumange, a U.S. district judge, had on May 14, 2020, ordered that Nigerians could subpoena information from the VR Capital 4 subsidiaries and 3 of its directors. But in a Twitter post, the ex-president's aides, Reno Omokri, challenged the government over the result of the investigation of its principal having an account in the U.S. linked to the $8.9 billion P&ID deal. Omokri said, "Dear President Muhammadu Buhari, when you wrote the U.S. for subpoenas to investigate if ex-President Goodluck Jonathan Ebele has an account in U.S., you made noise. Why are you suddenly quiet after they gave you the result? Tell Nigerians if you found any account linked to his accounts." Nigeria had been granted access to request documents from VR Capital Group Limited, the part owner of P&ID, have received a $9.8 billion arbitration award that the federal government is fighting for reserve. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) intends to use the data in the probe of British Virgin Islands Registered Process and Industrial Development Limited and other alleged corrupt government officials, including ex-President Goodluck Jonathan, former Petroleum Minister Dazani Harrison, Maduke, our predecessors, ex-Petroleum Minister Riwani Lukman, and ex-First Lady President Goodluck Jonathan. The government application was aimed at showing that a gas supply contract with P&ID under ex-President Goodluck Jonathan was a fraud and designed to fail by the company and the said government officials. The dispute between Nigeria and P&ID intensified when a UK judge ruled that P&ID could enforce a 2017 court verdict that the government breached the contract on gas supply between both parties. In an earlier report, P&ID had denied any fault, claiming that the government was trying not to fulfill its legal obligation to pay $9.8 billion arbitration, which is the resulting amount, including interest. The contract expects P&ID to build a gas processing plant, while the government was to supply the raw material for the deal. The only thing P&ID engineered was a fraudulent arbitration claim, Nigerians said in a filing. The EFCC said its investigations revealed that P&ID admitted wiping out records in or around January 2017, and VR Capital is a logical source for recovering the data information, the filing said. But VR Capital could contest the subpoena. IN House Communications, a London-based public relations firm representing P&ID, told Bloomberg that Nigerians our efforts to seek information on a crime that never occurred from a party that was never involved with P and ID until years after the alleged event is prima evidence that it has no case at all, adding that the claims that P and ID deliberately concealed documents by destroying them in total force. Thank you, viewers, for listening to this news. General Muhammadu Buhari's obsession with Dr. Goodluck Jonathan will never end. Will never end because Goodluck Jonathan has exposed President Muhammadu Buhari by asking him to release, to give account of the money he left for him, and he has refused to let go. He kept on asking President Muhammadu Buhari to give account. This is why the obsession with Dr. Goodluck Jonathan and Buhari will never end. I hope he does not wake up one day and accuse him of furthering his children. Let Omokris keep saying all this. Let him keep explaining and exposing these people. He is only doing what he thinks he should do. He's only telling Nigerians the truth about the past and our present governors and president, sorry to say. That is it. There are other days ahead that government will not end today. Later today's coming, we shall hear about them when the time comes and where they have accounts. We definitely know one day. That is it. There are other days ahead of government that will know the end and where they have accounts with, and where they have an account, if aside from Nigerian accounts. Yes, they should come out and tell Nigerians this nonsense they are doing against Goodluck Jonathan must stop. It will never be acceptable because Goodluck Jonathan is a man, is a sincere man. He's not a man that loots or steal money. The way he left the way he met Nigerian accounts, he used part of it to do that thing he was asked to do that is very much important in the country. And after which he left the remaining one. He never took that does not belong to him. He does not do anything he does not take anything that does not belong to him. If not that he is sure, if not that he knows what he's doing, if not that he is a good and sincere man, he wouldn't have been able to give account. He wouldn't have been bold enough to tell Buhari to give account of the money he left. He wouldn't have, how will I put it? He wouldn't have been bold enough to tell Buhari, to confront Buhari. And again, when he was arrested by the EFCC, when they arrested by EFCC that he loot money, he came out without being executed, without being arrested, without being jailed. After 1 week, he came out. That shows that he does not have cockroach in his cupboard. He said he does not have account in other accounts in US. So this man is a sincere man. Sincerity takes a long way. Sincerity in a man is very much paramount. It's very much important. If you're not sincere, if you don't have integrity, then believe me, you will never be at peace. You will always be worried that one day they might come and accuse you and investigate this issue. But if you're sincere, there's no problem or there's no way for you to be afraid of anything. So viewers, That is all I have to say. What is your own comment on this? Your comment is very much needed. Drop them below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to receive updates whenever I publish new videos. And don't forget, share and like this news as well. Thank you.